I am following the Understanding America podcast, of which two episodes have come out thus far. Loads of interesting information in it, and I love it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. A question which arises into one's mind is that who are the Native Americans? The Aztecs, the Incas, the Mayas, the Mohawks, the Inuits, the Choctaw, the Cree, the Beothuk, and so on and so forth. So many different tribal groups. The Apache, um, so on and so forth. So, who are the Native Americans? What's their origin is the question, right? Are they steppe people? How did they end up in that part of the world? Now, for to answer this question, we have to obviously take a look at the map. Um, right, where's the map? Let's put that on the screen. So there's a number of schools of history, schools of thought over here. So one school of thought. So the majority consensus for a very long time has been that we know that we had an ice age about which ended about 11 or 12,000 years before today. Okay, and the ice age lasted at least 10, 15,000 years. What was the last glacial minimum? Was about 20,000 BC or something around that time. You can look it up. Okay, I don't have it memorized, but during the ice age, this region of the world, the Bering Strait region, was completely iced over, which means that there was a land bridge between Asia and North America. Um, and it is believed that there was a migration from Asia into North America over this land bridge. And if you look at the facial features, the phenotypes of the Native Americans, wherever they live, North America, Central America, or South America, they look kind of like, from their facial features, they look like people from Eastern Asia or Mongolia. That those facial features are pretty clear to see. You can see the similarities there. So the mainstream school of thought is that during the last ice age, there was a migration overland over this land bridge, from Asia, from Eastern Asia, Northeastern Asia, into Northwestern America, into Alaska and all that. And when eventually over the millennia, as the ice sheets dissolved and disappeared, then the migrants came further south, and eventually they came down all the way to the southernmost part of South America. And that process, apparently, according to this school of thought, took thousands of years. And it's pretty clear that there are genetic similarities between various Native American ethnic groups and the peoples of Siberia, Mongolia, etc. It's pretty clear that this is indeed the case. So that is the mainstream consensus that this is what happened. But we have also discovered human remains or evidence of human presence in South America that goes back more than 100,000 years. Now, how do you fit that into the prevailing uh, consensus? You can't. So it's possible there could have been multiple waves of migration into the Americas. Maybe so. We know that. Look, you know how Australia was settled. It was settled from Africa. About 60 or 70,000 years ago, people from Africa. I don't know how they reached Australia, but I think they sailed across the ocean, the Indian Ocean. It must have been an incredible journey. Or maybe they went island hopping or whatever. And some of them got stuck in the Andamans. Maybe that's also a possibility. But it was an epic migration. So if they could do that, and we also know that people have migrated over the centuries to far off places like Hawaii, like French Polynesia, uh, to Hangaroa, which is Easter Island, and so on, then it's also possible that they could have migrated to South America or North America, maybe from Africa, maybe from somewhere else. And we have evidence of human presence in South America that goes back more than 100,000 years. So, so we don't know for sure. But one thing is clear that a lot of these Native American ethnic groups have genetic affinity or similarities with the people of Northeast Asia, the Siberian people and the Mongolic people. That is indeed the case. So this is still a work in progress, like everything else. The more research we do, the more evidence turns up, the better an understanding we have of what happened in the past. Uh, so yeah, that's what I can offer you as of now.